Hello, everyone. Hi, everyone. So my name is Casey or Kyla. You can call me any of those nicknames. So for the past 2 weeks, I've been taking this course called Gender Sensitivity Training. That's from February 12th to March 8th this year. And look at that. I'm already in my last week, March 4 to 10, Module 3, but I'm planning um, to mark them as done um, for next week. So today I would just like to discuss an aspect um, of this gender sensitivity training, and it's how we socialize our boys and girls into thinking in such a way they think as they go toward adulthood. So we call this as gendering or gender socialization. So, diba, as a kid, um, like adults treat us in a particular way on the basis of our sex characteristics. For example, females are given pink stuff while males or male boys are given blue stuff. So we will discuss four gender socialization agents, or rather process, gender socialization process that were discussed in our first week in this course. So I think it is very important to become aware of these processes that we do or that we implement as parents or as you know adults in the family with children. So um, gendering or gender socialization. So let's go about with number one, and that is manipulation. According to the transcript of the video that I watched, where it is manipulation is where people tend to handle boys and girls different, even as infants. So, what are the examples of these manipulation? So, for example, for infants who are girls, we often treat them as if, actually, I cannot think of differences in our treatment with our boys and girls. But yesterday, I was in a birthday party of a 1-year-old girl named Elora, and I I observed that um, we handle infant girls with with how can I differentiate? Yeah. Um, can you comment down below how we manipulate our boys and girls, even as infants? So for example, yeah, we have this kind of mindset that if you are impregnated with, or if yung pinagbubuntis mo ay lalaki, it is um alam nila based on your physical appearance, based on your mood, right? Pero pag lumabas na, how do we perceive like male and female infants? We try to have this kind of mindset na kapag ka babae, we are going to be um, very gentle to them. Pagka naman lalaki, we need to make them tough or strong. Yeah, now I know. So, for example, I really don't know. What am I doing? So let's go about now to canalization. Maybe I can explain this more than I can explain manipulation. But yeah, do not judge or do not criticize um, my explanation or unclear explanation of manipulation as a gender socialization process. So, for canalization, it is directing children's attention to gender appropriate objects. Ito yung kating-kati na akong sabihin kanina sa manipulation, but it's canalization pala. So, gender appropriate objects. So, ang common dyan is syempre yung pagbibigay natin ng toys sa female and male toddlers. Of course, sa female toddlers, nandyan yung color coding na pink. For male toddlers, nandyan yung color coding na blue. And also we give like for example hammer to our boy toddlers or male toddlers. We give comb to our female toddlers. So yeah, that's the process of canalization. Um, so we separate them. We really separate their toys. So for boys they have trucks, for girls they have dolls. So that's how we um that's the first that's the first intervention that we do for them to have that gender stereotypes which are negatively affecting them and the people around them and the society at large in terms of looking at other people like having perspectives about other people on the opposite or on the different gender or soci. So yeah, we also have verbal appellation. This is very very remarkable to me because we watched an infomercial regarding boys being discouraged to cry as a child. It's an Indian infomercial entitled or like I don't know the title, but the title given to that task is start with boys because I would like to emphasize that when boys are discouraged to cry, to express their negative emotions by the adults surrounding them. They have this tendency to repress it, not show it, but in the long run, it will manifest as adults. So, for example, like the volcano metaphor given by Dr. Finaflor, um, the repressed negative emotions of boys will lead to violent outbursts against women and girls. So in the video, the boy who was discouraged to cry as a child was became or has become um, abusive as an intimate partner to his wife or girlfriend. So that we can see here that violence against women is rooted from patriarchy and that the lack of respect to human rights. And actually, we can consider like expressing emotions as human rights, right? So boys, we should start with boys because boys will eventually become like men that are leaders and they should be of good example, like they should know how to manage their emotions and not displays, their anger, their negative emotions against their partners or their intimate partners, or against other people of different gender or of different soji SC. So that's verbal appellation. Example is boys don't cry. So we should encourage every children to express whatever emotions they have. We should teach them to manage those emotions so that in the future, as they become adults, they will not be um, they will not be violent as people or as humans against other humans. Okay, and then finally, of course, we have that activity exposure. It is familiarizing children with gender-appropriate tasks. So dito rin papasok syempre yung pagbibigay natin ng toys sa kanila. So ano ba yung mga nilalaro ng mga bata? For example, we give cooking toys, or we give toys to girls that will reinforce their thinking na pambahay lang ang mga babae. Sila yung nagmamanage ng kitchen, ng house, which should not be the case, because men and women should be working together, not just um, should be working together. And we have this different gender roles, like we have reproductive or care work, productive work, community work, and all of these things, men and women are expected to work together to do this work. This works. Like reproductive and care work, it is not the burden of the women alone, because men also need to take care of their wives as the mother, who has given birth, um is feeding the child through like breastfeeding. And the men have crucial role in taking care of the wife, so that the wife or the mother can take care of the child. So it's not against each other, against genders. It's like working toward a more inclusive and productive um work, or productive teamwork with each other. And productive work, ito yung mga may, for example, salary, yung mga may honorarium. So, hindi lang panlalaki yung mga corporate jobs natin. It's also for women. And wag nating binablock yung opportunities and spaces for women to capacitate themselves, to develop their own capabilities, kasi nakaka-apekto siya um, sa economics. Kasi imbes na, what if that woman you just rejected in your company just because you are discriminate you on the basis of their gender. You have this stereotype that they cannot do the job well, men can do the job well. What if that woman um is really for that field? Like, she has the skills, she has the knowledge. So it's affecting our economic, or our socio-economic development um, at large. So yeah. So aside from that, like boys are not just, they are not the only ones who should be working for the family, right? So women are also not expected. We should not use terms expectations, because it should be not expectations, but should be kung ano yung, alam mo yon, capacity mo, not on the basis of your sex characteristics, but on the basis of what you can really do as a person, as an employee, or as part of this community. So that's activity exposure. Um, yeah, in schools we can see girls like doing ballet, and we discriminate boys who want to do ballet. We label them like feminine. We label them. What if that's their passion, and you are crushing that boy's dream to become a famous ballet dancer, to become a great ballet dancer, you know? And also, women or girls in sports do not. So the bottom line talaga is for us not to discriminate on the basis of SOGSC. So it's not just for boys and girls, it's also for our children who are, who are in the LGBTQ plus community. But we can say that they cannot be part of the community yet because they are still, they are still exploring, and they are still building their identity as they grow old. But yeah, we should never stand um, stand in the way of these children who just want to make their dreams come true. So yeah, so those are the things that I would like to share just now. Um, and well, that's it for now. I I I I just need to practice, my public speaking skills so that. But yeah, weaknesses in my public speaking skills. I'm so disorganized in terms of what to say, but I should be I should be addressing that. So yeah, thank you so much for listening. And also, I hope you are also having you are also a student of life. You know, um, learning never stops, and I would like, and also knowledge is power, but we should not be abusive of that power. If we have knowledge, we should be we should be using it for the betterment of ourselves, our family, our communities, our, you know of all humanity. So yeah, thank you so much for listening, and I hope you learned a thing or two. See you again in my next video. Thank you so much, and God bless everyone. How to stop?